Hello friends, I am Dr. A. Sutar, Associate Professor, Department of Zoology, Sadhguru Gadge Maharaj College, Kar. In this lecture, we are going to learn module number 1, General Characters and Classification of Protochordata. This module is from BSc Part 2, Semester 3, Zoology Paper 5, Animal Diversity 2nd. You know that phylum Chordata is divided into two divisions. Number 1, Acraniata or Protochordata. Number 2 is Craniata or Euchordata. Now about Protochordata. The organisms belonging to the Protochordata are generally known as the lower chordates. They don't form a proper taxonomic group and are only classified as such for convenience purposes. However, they do form a major division of chordata. They are also known as Acraniata because they lack a true skull. They are divided into three subphyla. Number 1, Hemichordata, number 2, Urochordata, and number 3, Cephalochordata. Now, the general characters of Protochordata. Protochordates are simple and aberrant chordates. In protochordates, the true brain or skull is absent. The true heart and kidneys are also absent. They lack jaws altogether. Vertebrate and paired appendages are absent. Peculiar type of embryonic development is found. They are all marine and small-sized animals. Head and exoskeleton are not found. Coelom is enterocoelic. Pharyngeal gill clefts are permanent. Endostyle is present. This is the classification of Protochordata. Protochordata is divided into three subphyla. Number 1, subphylum Hemichordata. Number 2, subphylum Urochordata. And number 3, subphylum Cephalochordata. This is about the subphylum Hemichordata. They are exclusively marine and benthic animals. They are triploblastic, that is, body is derived from three embryonic germ layers: ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Body is bilaterally symmetrical. Body is vermiform and is differentiated into proboscis, collar, and trunk. Body wall is covered by a single layered epidermis. Body segmentation is not seen in these animals. Organ system grade of body organization is seen. Coelom is enterocoelous, divisible into protocele, mesocele, and metacele. Proboscis acts as locomotory and food capturing organs. Serrated pharyngeal gill slits are present. Tornaria larva is the larval stage in the hemichordates. Circulatory system is open type. Mostly sexual reproduction occurs, but asexual reproduction is also seen. The fertilization is external. Next is the Hemichordata. Hemichordata is divided into four classes. Number 1, Enteropneusta. Number 2, class Pterobranchia. Number 3, class Planctospheroidea. And number 4, class Graptolita. This is about the class Enteropneusta. In this class, the animals have large body and worm-like. Gill slits numerous and paired. Alimentary canal is straight. These animals are mostly called as tungworms or acorn. Enteropneus include three families, 15 genera, and 70 species. These are the examples: Balanoglossus and Saccoglossus. This is the example, that is Balanoglossus. It belongs to the class Enteropneusta of Hemichordata phylum. It is also called as ocean-dwelling acorn worm. It is a true deuterostome. It is burrowing worm-like marine animal. Body is made up of proboscis, collar, and trunk. In this figure, you can see the body is divided into proboscis, then collar, and this is the trunk. The alimentary canal is straight in this animal, starting with the mouth and ending with an anus. It contains pairs of U-shaped gill slits. The sexes are separate, that is, male and female animals are the separate animals. It has a notochord in the upper part of the body and has no neurochord. This is the second class, that is class Pterobranchia. In these animals, the body is small and compact. Gill slits one pair or none, never U-shaped. Alimentary canal is U-shaped. Pterobranchs include 2 orders, 3 genera, and 20 species. These are the examples: Cephalodiscus and Rhabdopleura. This is the example, Cephalodiscus. Cephalodiscus species do not form large colonies and are only pseudocolonial. Cephalodiscus zooids are also more mobile than their Rhabdopleura counterparts and are able to move around within tubaria. Cephalodiscus zooids can be produced via sexual budding. There are a few pairs of tentacled arms, whereas Rhabdopleura has only one pair of arms. So this is the figure of the Cephalodiscus. Next class is Planktospheroidea. The animals, they are transparent, round, and specialized Tornaria larvae possessing extensively branched ciliary bands. Alimentary canal is L-shaped. Planktospira pelagica is representative of this class. This form is supposed to be specialized Tornaria larva of some unknown hemichordate. This is the example, that is Planktospira pelagica. Planktospira pelagica, which is known only from its larvae. Tornaria larvae of this species are several times larger than those of other species, 8 to 25 mm long, and also spherical and transparent, otherwise quite similar to other Enteropneus larvae that have a gelatinous body covered with cilia. However, the epidermis of Planktospira pelagica has deep investigations or pouch-like structures as well as numerous glands that secrete mucus. Planktospira larvae, which occurs on the ocean surface, trap microscopic organisms by water currents created by the movements of ciliary bands. Next class is Graptolita. The fossil graptolites for example Dendrograptus, were abundant in Ordovician and Silurian periods. These are often considered as an extinct colonial class of hemichordata. Their tubular chitinous skeleton and colonial habits show an infinity with Rhabdopleura. This is the next subphylum, that is Urochordata. In Urochordates, the body is unsegmented and has no tail. The body is covered by a test. It is formed by tunicin, which is rallied to cellulose, hence the name tunicata. Coelom is absent in the urochordates. Respiratory system contains gills in the pharyngeal wall. Open type circulatory system is seen. Excretion is carried out by nephrocytes. Asexual reproduction is by budding. Bisexual animal and cross-fertilization is favored. Fertilization is external. Next is the Urochordata. The Urochordata is divided into three classes. Number 1, class Acidiaceae. Number 2, class Thalliaceae. And number 3, class Larvaceae. This is about the class Acidiaceae. These are sessile tunicates with scattered muscles in tunic. Solitary, colonial or compound. Gill slits many, tunic well developed and permanent. Ascidians or sea skirts. This class include 3 orders, 12 families, 37 genera and 1200 species. These are the examples: Hardmania, Siona and Mulgula. This is the example, that is Hardmania. Hardmania has an oblong bag-like body. In this figure you can see this is the oblong and bag-like body. The size and shape of the animals vary greatly. The average size of the adult is recorded to be 9.5 centimeters in length. The foot, when present, measures about 3 to 4 centimeters in length. The free end of the body bears the oral and atrial funnels, containing the oral aperture and atriopore respectively. The whole body is enclosed by the test or tunic. The tunic is soft and leathery. The test acts as the accessory respiratory structure in Hardmania. The digestive tract starts from the oral funnel. The circulatory system is highly developed. The neural gland is regarded as the excretory organ. Hardmania is hermaphrodite. This is the next class, that is Thalliaceae. These are free-living pelagic urochordates. The tunic is transparent and thin. They possess encircling circumferential bands of muscles within the walls of the test. Incurrent and excurrent siphons are present at opposite end of the body. A few pharyngeal gill slits are present. In the life cycle, polymorphism and clear alteration of generations are evident. These are the examples: Salpa and Doliolum. This is the next class, that is Larvaceae or Appendicularia. These are tiny marine planktonic urochordates found worldwide. The trunk holds major body organs. The tail is thin and flat. Muscle bands act on notochord to produce movement. A tubular nerve cord is present. All species except one are monoecious, and most of these are protandrous. These are the examples: Oicopleura appendicularia. This is the next subphylum, that is Cephalochordata. These are the general characters. Body is fish-like and is useful for burrowing and swimming. Appendages are absent. Dorsal, caudal and ventral fins are present. Notochord extends from the anterior end to the posterior end. Gills will perform respiration. Circulatory system is closed. Heart and respiratory pigments are absent. Brain is not present. Sexes are separate. Gonads are metamerically arranged and without gonoducts. Asexual reproduction will not take place. In this case, fertilization is external. This is the classification of Cephalochordata. The subphylum Cephalochordata includes a single class, that is Leptochordae, which has single family, Bronchiostomidae. The family contains only two genera, Bronchiostoma and Asymmetron. Class Leptochordae. These are marine, widely distributed in shallow waters. Body is small, 5 to 8 centimeters long, slender, fish-like, segmented and transparent. Body has trunk and tail. Head is lacking. Digestive tract is complete. Excretion takes place by Protonephridia with solenocytes. In these animals, fertilization is external in seawater. These are the examples, that is Bronchiostoma, Amphioxus and Asymmetron. This is the example, that is Bronchiostoma, means Amphioxus. These are marine, widely distributed in shallow waters. Mostly they are sedentary and buried with only anterior body end projecting above the bottom sand. Body has trunk and tail. Head is lacking. Paired appendages lacking. Median fins are present. Exoskeleton absent. Epidermis single layered. Notochord rod-like, persistent, extending from the rostrum to the tail. Digestive tract is complete. Pharynx large, perforated by numerous persistent gill slits. Respiration through general body surface. Excretion by Protonephridia with solenocytes. Sexes are separate and about 25 pairs of gonads are present. Gonodots lacking. No sexual reproduction. No asexual reproduction. Fertilization external in seawater. Development is indirect, including a free-swimming larva. In this figure, you can see the Bronchiostoma or Amphioxus. Here, these are the tentacles. Here, the mouth is present. These are the pharyngeal gill slits. This is the tail region, and here this is the notochord. These are the references. This is the assignment number 1. The question number 1 is describe the general characters of Protochordata. Question number 2, describe the general characters of subphylum Hemichordata. Number 3, write a short note on Balanoglossus. Question number 4, explain the general characters of subphylum Cephalochordata. And question number 5, write a short note on Amphioxus. You can submit this assignment on the following mail ID, that is ausutar@gmail.com. Thank you very much.